That's a color blast.
That's a color
That's a
blast.
Johnson color blast. That's a 1-on-1.
One of
I
one.
thought it was a nebula. It's time for another round of Did We Make Money? I'm here with the man himself, Paul Hickey of the Sports Card Strategy Show, friend of the channel, and we're gonna go retail versus hobby, see who comes out on top. This is my reward for some hard work. Let's go rip some product. Hey everyone, welcome back to another Market Movers video inside of the Arena Club studio in Cards HQ. My name is Tyler Nethercott, better known as Teapot. Back for an exciting box battle rip video. Can we make money? Probably not, but we're gonna see how it goes on Jeff's budget, and I'm here with Paul Hickey of the Sports Card Strategy Show, NoOffseason.com. Paul, longtime friend of the channel. You and I have known each other for, I don't know, like 6 years now in this hobby since we both got back into it. And Paul is not typically doing this. This is not your sports card strategy. In fact, most would argue this is not a strategy at all, to just open boxes. Is it fun? Yes. Is it entertaining? Yes. Should you do it responsibly and within the confines of your hobby budget? 100% absolutely. And I'll give a disclaimer right away. If you have any issues with addiction or other problems, setting limits on yourself, check out Collectors MD. We are partnered with them, happy to partner with them, and encourage ripping responsibly. This is for fun. We're gonna see what's inside some of these products, hopefully hit some cool cards. And what we're doing is retail versus hobby. Big difference here. Similar budget for both. So we spent it worked out to about $540 on either side. So almost $1,100 in boxes here. And we're gonna see how we do in terms of value. But Paul, you're over at Sports Card Strategy Show. Maybe a little polarizing. You're no stranger to like the drama of like the financial side of the hobby, but tell our audience a little bit about what you're doing over there.
Well, thanks for having me, first of all, Teapot. Super fun to be here. I'm excited to get slaughtered ripping some wax with you here. But yeah, like you mentioned, I mean, ripping wax is not a sports card strategy, as I would say. So what we focus on at NoOffseason.com and the Sports Card Strategy Show is helping people maximize their hobby enjoyment through buying singles, buying the right card for the right player at the right time, and then hopefully helping them manage a portfolio of sports cards that goes up in value with that overall strategy, and then identifying selling markers, when to sell cards. So it's less about holding on to cards long term, it's less about collecting, it's more about enjoying the hobby through the transactional side of things.
Yeah, so obviously I've talked in the past about Hobby Spectrum, the hobbyspectrum.com from Jeremy Lee, and he has that whole span. You went on his show and talked about it because he was trying to get more people on sort of the financial side to fill out the Hobby Spectrum assessment. I'm kind of more the precisionist on the collector side. I know much of my audience, many of you watching are diehard collectors. Others like the investment aspect and like the videos that I do with Market Movers about data and kind of speculation. So if you want some really strong tips, Paul's been at it for a while now. He's come up with, I think, a really good strategy around this. And he's not going to necessarily guarantee anything, but he's going to give you his strategy and insights that have worked for him over the years. So check out NoOffseason.com and his podcast as well, Sports Card Strategy Show. And other than that, let's just get into ripping some wax. Obviously, this video brought to you by Market Movers. Go to marketmoversapp.com, use promo code DIVE to get 20% off any plan, but first 14 days free. And I believe by the time you're either watching this video or shortly thereafter, very soon thereafter, we should have a big new mobile update out, which includes a brand new search experience, raw scanning, and a lot of other cool new functionality. So we're getting major upgrades to Market Movers. I'm pumped about it. I'm pumped for you to get your hands on it because I know you love using Market Movers. And that's enough. Let's rip some boxes. So
let's do it.
I'm going to have you start out, slide over a little bit, because I've got the top-down camera here, and I want to kind of center myself. And I've got a bunch of boxes. So I've got Revolution, Mega Box, Football. Let's start with that. I grabbed a bunch of mega boxes. All right, so the first thing that I did was I actually ran down the street to Target because some of these boxes, most notably, I believe, Optic Football and Select Football from Panini, have this buzz that's been circulating on the internet. It looks to be true that the wrapper is going a different direction. So you can see I've got, sort of the diagonal lines of the Panini wrapper on these products. Now these are different ones. So these ones are going this way. And the thought is, or the belief is that for these products where you have multiple, let's say, Optic boxes, if they're going in different directions, so these ones you see are going the same, and if they were all the same Select boxes and this one were going this way, something to that effect, then that's believed to have the case hit in it. We talked about this on Cards on the Table a few weeks back. Obviously, that's not a good thing. That's a bad thing if that's the case. No pun intended, but it seems to be the case. So I went down there and I looked, do any of these stand out? I wanted to put it to the test. They were all going in the same direction. Same here with the ones we have inside of Cards HQ. So I just picked up a little mix of retail mega boxes and some other stuff. So let's start out and let's get into Revolution Football Mega Box. It says, look for exclusive autographs, signatures, storms, 4 cards per pack, 12 cards per box, debut edition. This is 2025, so still licensed. Obviously, the license is transferring over. Actually, I believe by the time this video will have come out, it will be the Topps era for that.
That it will.
Is still pushing some football cards out. Man, that's like the sharpest. I think I just cut my finger opening this mega box. And this is how they get you, right? The presentation. This is like when you buy a bag of chips and it's only got 30% and the rest is air. But all right, so a lot of packs relative to the number of cards here. And try the breaker trick. So you familiar much with Revolution? What do you think of Revolution?
Not familiar. Well, I am familiar with Revolution, but it is a hard fade for me.
Okay. Oh, that's pretty sick though. Tyler Warren, that guy's a beast. One of the better players overall from kind of a, I don't know, what looked like a somewhat weaker draft class, but that guy's a stud at tight end. So it's not a commodity product. Mm-hmm. It's more of a collector product.
Yes.
And the people who love it do love it. I'm personally a huge fan of the Galactics. Some people are fans of that as well. So there's a Deebo Samuel.
And you don't see a lot of graded Revolution.
No, although some years of it, actually, that's the Storm parallel, I guess. Let me see if I can lift that up. It says Storm in the top right. So some of the years actually had really high gem rates. Really high. I believe 2019. If I'm not mistaken, when LeBron went to the Lakers and had his first year Lakers 2019 Revolution was like his, I think it was either his first Lakers card or the Optic was, one of the two. I believe that card has an incredibly high gem rate. All right, there's a Tez Johnson and a Riley Leonard, my guy, go Irish. Storm, also it looks like it's just a regular Storm parallel. So the Galactics, do you ever look at cards that you feel are like slept on at all? Like that, like for sets that maybe, you know, might pop off, or do you more just focus on the stuff that you know is going to have like predictability and trend line? Mostly
focus on stuff that I know is going to have predictability and trend line, although I think it's important to not lose sight of some sleeper sets. And honestly, going to market movers and looking at the most sold singles can kind of give me an indicator of maybe some sets that I might be sleeping on.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to speculation, you're looking for like consistent regular sales most of the time, right? So that you know, because that gives like a lot of price confidence to people when they want to buy or sell. Yeah,
one of the things I love about the hobby personally is that you don't have to convince people of a particular product that they want to buy. And so the more that you can find in terms of sales volume, the less you have to convince people.
Yeah. There's a Trevor Etienne. Jeff's not a fan of Trevor Etienne because he went from the Florida Gators and left. Where did he go? He left and went somewhere else. Now he's in the pros. These are tough to catch on the camera. They have so much shine. I feel like I need a second or third light, overhead light over here. There's a Travis Hunter.
I could see why like a new collector would really be attracted to this set. I mean, they are really good looking cards.
Yeah, they're very flashy, which, you know, that's not everybody's jam, but I like them. All right, there's a Jonnu Smith. There's a Kurt Warner on the Storm and a Jackson Dart.
There we go.
There's a Jackson Dart. So interesting. You know, of course, we'll be putting the values of these cards up on the screen as we go and sort of counting down and see how much we lost by the end. We could hit something big. You can get stuff out of these retail boxes. There's a Savion Williams Storm and a Will Johnson. But yeah, I mean, if you like to rip product, you kind of like that thrill of the chase, and it is very nostalgic for me. Like it is entertainment and it's nostalgic. Then sometimes getting into mega boxes can be. There's another Jackson Dart on the futures. So surely those have some value. There's a Jalen Noel.
Yeah, I mean, without all of Jackson Dart's rookie cards on the market yet, I would think that now could be a time to sell those two together, maybe.
Yeah. There's a Jared Goff, Chase, Wes Welker. And I tolerate no Jared Goff slander in my household. All the people who went critical on him last year, I have no place for them in my heart.
And there's my guy, Shedeur Sanders.
Shedeur Sanders.
Let's go.
Goated. Yeah, absolutely. All right, last pack from this Revolution Mega. We got some work ahead of us here, Paul. I hope you're up for this.
Oh, I'm ready.
All right, there's a Jalen Milroe on the Storm. And Quinshawn Judkins. He actually had a good year. Good rookie season. So
some decent rookies.
Nothing insane in there, but we did get some decent rookies. I'm just going to do one of these guys.
Teapot, how do you feel about like the retired players, like getting a Kurt Warner in there?
Depends on the product. I don't like it when the manufacturers overdo it, but I do like a little mix. I don't know how I like Kurt Warner in a product like Revolution. Like, I don't know about that. You know, I'm a big fan of Stadium Club, Top Stadium Club, and I love that they have the legends and all-time greats in there. I just think it has to be the right mix. I probably prefer that they put those, you know, kind of all-time legends and even lesser players into a rotation. Make sure you don't overdo it that way with the active players, you know, and make sure you don't overdo it with them. Shouldn't have like Kurt Warner in every set every year. That would be super weird. So this, look at this.
No, is that bent?
It's super bent. Like that can happen with Optic. Like these Optic chromas.
And retail.
Yeah, and retail. All right, so there's a Carson Schwessinger. Luther Burden, he's solid.
Yep.
There's a Josh Allen.
DJ Moore gone now, maybe more touches for Burden.
Puka kind of causing some stir in the offseason with some behaviors. A-Chain and Cam Chancellor. Yeah, look at that. Bode. Dwayne Bode. All of them. Every pack seems to be that way. So I have heard, I don't know if this is true for sports cards, but I've heard that PSA has been docking Pokemon cards if they have any kind of a bow in them.
The Dwayne bow.
The Dwayne bow. There's Mahomes, Calvin Ridley, Isaiah Likely, Brian Thomas Jr., and Mr. St. Brown. So
easily my favorite active NFL wide receiver.
He's amazing. He's a stud. Mike Green, I love those gritty. There's a nice one, a green hyper, I believe that is. Is that what they said they were on the box? I don't know. Where'd the box go? I threw it on the floor. I think that's a hyper, and I should know that. I mean, the pattern is certainly a hyper pattern. Yep, and it just has Prism on the back. Luther Burden.
Yeah, one of the things I like about these Optic is you can pretty much tell the centering with your eye.
Yeah.
Right off the bat, if you're grading your cards.
Yep. There's McMillan. He had a good year. Taj Brooks. There's a Will Howard rated rookie green hyper. Jordan Love, Kelsey, Suggs, and Dobbins. All right, I gotta know. Let's see if they actually called them hypers. Yeah, green hypers. All right, good. I recently did a video on all the different prismatic effects in all the different products and what they're called. And it drives me nuts when it's a hyper of this, like this Caden Prather, and then they call it something else, like, you know, the Fantastic Parallel or whatever.
I saw Victor Cruz in there.
Was there a Victor Cruz? Former preseason sensation.
Amazing fantasy football player.
Yeah, he had like one good season.
Absolutely.
In that epic preseason, and then went on to have a really good year. This feels thick. I think we got a thick boy in here. There's Jaden Blue, Abdul Carter. That's something shiny. I'm gonna come around to that. Breaker Trick. There's a Scatabo. A lot of people call him Scataboo. It's like nuclear. McCarthy, and boom! Wow, that's shiny. Omarion Hampton on the first year. That's got a lot of hyper bling going on with it. First year, fresh, not numbered. Enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event. So it doesn't say if it's game.
It just gets you excited.
They just get you there.
Then it just lets you down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. All right.
But again, for collectors, new collectors, I mean, pretty cool cards.
You know, I think a lot of people like opening product, kids especially.
Yeah.
My kids love opening boxes and just the excitement of like, you know, what did I get? Did I get the players that I wanted? And that's sort of in human nature, the little bit of the mystery and intrigue. But again, I always tell people, if you want to build your
I often wonder,
collection.
like, what do people do with all their extra base cards? And I suppose you could, like with the
Yeah.
veteran base cards, you could play little games with them if you wanted to.
You could play a game. People donate them to libraries and hospitals and other things like that. I saw a kid recently, I don't know where it was, but he did some kind of a project where he was turning base cards into bookmarks and had them at the school book fair.
I like that.
That's a good idea.
That's solid.
Yeah, he like laminated them. There's a Bijan Robinson Thunderbirds, flashy. Jim Everett, Schultz, Ricky Williams.
So we're into the
DeAnthony.
Phoenix now.
We got lots of throwbacks here with Jim Everett. We got a Ricky Williams with the Ravens, and then a Dan Fouts.
You could pair that Jim Everett with a Jim Rome card, couldn't you? Have a little fight between the two.
If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I'll be Everett, you be Jim Rome, okay?
Love it.
Flip the table over.
Yeah.
All-time
It'll
moment.
provoke
Okay,
you
what's
into
this one?
Hitting me.
There we go, Riley Leonard. That's the lava. These are the lavas out of Phoenix.
Phoenix has kind of come a long way, I think.
So lava. And this was one of the prismatic effects that, like, I'll say more of the hobby OGs think is ridiculous. I think that card's sick looking. There's a Bo Nix Paragon. That's a cool looking card. I like anything shiny. Kyle Shanahan, Jaden Reed, McCaffrey, and Chase Brown.
I'm not one to give my opinion on card design, Teapot, but I think these Phoenix are pretty slick.
They're pretty nice. It sounds like you are one to give your
Maybe
opinion.
I am on this show.
Tyreek Hill. Oh, that's another lava. So that must have been like a blue lava. It wasn't numbered. I'm going to go back and look at that. There's a Hampton Thunderbirds rookie. Cool card. Marvin Harrison. All right.
I mean, I would love it if they actually put the words of what the parallel is on the back of the card.
I have talked about that ad nauseum. I wish they would. Oh, this is numbered. The Riley Leonard was numbered to,
there we go.
to
Okay.
175.
That's going to help us dig out of our hole on the retail.
Yeah.
That and the Hampton thick boy.
Yep, the Hampton thick boy. That's probably like $3. Kyle Manunge.
Shador!
Have you seen people last year, like Bears fans, were making videos to like the Lion King, like Kyle Manunge. I'm like, you can't do that. He's on the Bears, you know?
Can't do it.
All right, Shador, there you go.
I mean, that's huge.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Do you really like this?
gonna
You like
help us.
Shador?
I do like Shador. The reason is because he did make me quite a bit of money with his Bowman stuff.
Okay.
So
He was hyped.
Yeah.
He was hyped. All right, so you don't have to believe in the player, you have to believe in the hype.
That's
you know,
right.
if you're-
Yeah,
if
100%.
All right, that's a sick card. I like that.
That is
Joe
cool.
Burrow contours. Those are cool out of this. Mahomes.
Yeah, I don't have to be right about if the player is going to be good or not. I just have to sell him at the right time.
All right, there's DJ Giddens. It's kind of like fantasy football, you know?
It is exactly
A little
like-
bit. You trade them at
It's
the
better than fantasy football.
I guess they
because-
need to play well in fantasy football
Yeah.
if you pick them, but
And if you leave him on your bench in fantasy football, you're screwed.
true. I got a gold in here. There's a gold. I think this is a gold or a yellow.
Ooh,
Jack Sawyer on the color match.
there we go.
Is that a green or a gold? I think it's got to be a green, right? The gold must be part
Yeah.
of the Steelers. So there's a Thunderbirds. Cam Ward, that's nice.
solid?
This is numbered to 225 on the Jack Sawyer. So Justin Fields, T. Higgins, Mike, and Saquon Barkley. This was, that was a pretty fun rip. I mean, just
so
the
a couple
card
numbered
designs.
cards.
Yeah, I liked those. I liked those a lot. And most of these megas were between $50 and $60, just for awareness, kind of what you'd be looking at for some of these. Oops. So that's the big. That's why you have hobby here. I'm gonna do one more, and then I'll let you rip one of these boxes.
Sounds good.
But you know, these are the ones that have the bigger hits. You know, a lot of the bigger chases. I'll do the other optics. So I had two optics. I'll pull that optic box back up here, because a lot of times they do this. You'll have like Walmart and Target exclusives. And so this one has the rated rookie blue hypers. This had the green hypers. Interestingly, in the red box, it had the green hypers. But I think this is the Walmart box.
Multiple retail configurations of is this a mega box?
This is a mega box. Yeah. 3 mega box exclusive. 7 cards, 6 packs. We'll see if these packs are as warped and in the wrong. And it's interesting to me too that I don't know if that's for like color blindness as well, that they make the boxes a different shape, but
I mean, if you're like Teapot and I, and you kind of got back into the hobby within the last several years, you're like, what is all this? What-
Yeah. When I first came back in 2019, I was like, what, panini sandwiches? All right, Michael Williams, Ferguson, here's the blue hyper on the Genti.
There we
That's
go.
a solid hit.
That is.
That's a solid hit. And centering is left to right a little off. Top to bottom.
Probably just selling that one raw.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
be a few bucks.
I
there,
don't
you
know.
never
Zay Flowers, Johnny Smith, Jim Kelly, Carl Eller. It's a nice hit, though. There's your boy.
Hey, multiple. That's the third Shador today.
Kalel Mulling, Shador sighting. Cam Miller, Tutu Atwell, Juwan Jennings, Derek Carr, and Hines Ward. Yeah, Hines Ward is another one of those guys, like, he's obviously retired, but he's cut from that cloth. Golly, what's wrong with
he
this
was
guy?
a dog.
That's what I mean. Like, you
Love
talked
that
about
guy.
Amon-Ra.
He is, yeah,
Yes.
I was just going to say.
Yeah, they're cut from the same cloth.
Yep.
Like Steve Smith, Anquan Bolden.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to hit you. You know, they're going to block. All right, bang. There's a Mahomes. Chain reaction. That's cool. Drake London, Derrick Henry, Josh Allen, Micah Parsons, and a Khalil Shakir.
The Micah Parsons cards makes me think of like the Kevin Durant with the Nets and like LeBron with the Lakers when it's like their first card for the team.
Yeah. There's a Colin. Okay, there's a St. Brown, captain in charge. Cameron Jordan. He's a guy rumored to maybe go to the Lions. Edgerrin James. More Edgerrin. See, we got Edgerrin James in multiple products. I don't know about that.
Another great fantasy
Brock
star
Bowers,
from back in the day.
Shabba
Edgerrin
Hubbard.
James.
Edgerrin James was a beast. Oh, no, the other one was Ricky Williams.
Yeah. Sean Alexander
Sims.
was also my guy.
Oh, yeah. All right. Horton, Kyle Pitts on the hollow, non-rookie, obviously. Geno Smith, Charles Woodson, C.J. Stroud, T.O., and Jameer, Mr. Electricity.
Kind of a cool
Gibbs.
opportunity when you're ripping this teapot to see the difference between the hollow and the base.
Yep.
Up close. You know, because for a guy like me who only buys singles, you don't really notice that.
And this
But there's
was
a huge difference.
This one's super off center,
Yeah.
like way off center.
Yep.
So for those who don't know, you're looking at kind of the width. This, you can see that's a lot thicker than that side.
And don't
so,
forget about the top-bottom centering as well. A lot of
Yeah.
people forget about that.
Yeah, I think we got another. I'm just going to go right to it. Mitchell Evans, Quinn Ewers. Quinn Ewers. There you go. Same thing. First year fresh.
Could have been
And
the
then we
guy,
got
but then they signed Malik Willis.
Ty
so.
Felton, that's right. Yeah, the Packers let go of their best quarterback.
Ooh, dig at Jordan Love.
I'd like to.
But again, he doesn't have to be good. I just
like
have to
to
buy him and sell him at the right time.
I like to get. All right, I'm going to slide over. I'll let you pick which of those two boxes you want to do first.
Okay.
I gave you the hobby format of Phoenix, and then you got a fast. This is technically hobby. It's fast break. I was working with a budget, and hobby boxes are expensive, so that's basketball from Caden.
Let's go football. Keep
Okay.
it with the football.
All right, cool. Here's a cutter. I'll cut that for you.
Please do. Thank
There you go.
All right.
Get into it. When was the last time you ripped a box?
God, good question. Like, at least a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah, I just don't do it.
yeah.
Staying disciplined. All right. One auto
Yep.
and one memorabilia card per
one of
box
each.
on average.
Okay.
Okay, so here we go.
So we got 12 packs. There you go. And you mentioned it. We got the Color Blast and Genies inserts.
Yeah, the Phoenix, so from a single standpoint, I'm always looking for Prism Color Blast, but I noticed that Phoenix with the Color Blast is a little interesting. So let's see what we get.
Yeah, they switched them. They switched it up.
Look at that.
That's pretty
Right
funny.
off the
Is that a
bat,
sign?
the theme of the
Is that
show,
a
Shador
sign?
Sanders.
Look at that. That's pretty cool looking.
Bashard Smith,
That's a-
Torrey Holt.
That looks like a Pandora parallel of some kind.
It is numbered out of 125.
125. Hard to maybe pick that up. The stamping on that is in a weird spot. Like I feel like you can't see it very well. Like even when we're looking at it here.
Yeah.
But
But it
okay.
is good catch, Teapot. That's
Yep.
it's a nice one. Torrey Holt, Devontae Smith, and Keon Coleman base cards. Keon Coleman of Michigan State University.
Yes,
Most
sir.
people think of him as Florida State, but it'll always be Michigan State to me.
Go green.
Go white.
That looked like it might have been a bronze Pandora. I'm not really sure, but it was a Pandora. If you watched my video on prismatic effects, you knew it was a Pandora.
Notice I'm keeping Shador over
yeah.
here in like the hit pile. The
In a hit
base
pile.
Shador is
Base-
in the hit
It's
pile.
probably a buck.
Trey Amos. Oh, I mean, in fairness to Dylan Gabriel, and this has some shine on
Yeah,
it.
that's the regular Pandora. That dances.
It dances.
That dances.
There's gonna be some QB competition right there.
Yep.
All right, Jordan Love, Xavier Leggett, and Bo Nix.
Okay. Maybe a race to the bottom and by way of competition, but we'll see.
We got something big coming.
Should have kept Joe Flacco.
Okay, Mason Taylor.
Ooh, wait a minute. That's a color blast.
That's a color
That's a
blast.
Calvin Johnson color
That's
blast.
A Megatron
Oh
color
my
blast.
gosh.
Look at that.
I'm
Paul Hickey does not rip wax, and then the one time that he does.
That's one way or another. That's gotta.
We gotta sleeve this up right now.
I will sleeve that up for you while you.
Ooh, it's thick.
That
too.
is a beauty. I'll at least get it into a penny sleeve.
That is
like
sweet.
that penny sleeve.
Okay, we have an Ashton Genty
Whoa.
Contours, which is a very nice shine.
So I will tell you, we hit a 1 of 1 during a Market Movers member live with the Phoenix Hobby Box, and now we hit this. So let me pop that over there.
Look at that.
That's a beauty.
I think I might be beating Teapot.
I think you already have annihilated me. I'll look that up while you go. We'll put all the values on the screen.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Don't know if this Contours is anything. Probably not, just an insert Teapot. Not sure about that. Okay.
Contours are, yeah, they have some, this has some value.
Okay.
This has some value.
We're still excited about the Megatron Color Blast.
Yeah, I'm gonna try this. Let me try this real quick.
Okay, as Teapot's
there we go.
This up.
That's the new image recognition that we're gonna be rolling out. Not live as of us recording this, but there's the Calvin Johnson Color Blast, $215.
All right, there it is. And how much was this box?
This box was $230.
All right, so everything else is
pretty much gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll see if I'm gonna scan this and see if it comes up.
You're welcome, Jeff.
That's right.
All right. Tetaroa McMillan Thunderbirds, kind of a cool looking card. Jack Beck, tight end rookie. DeAndre Swift, your guy Sam Laporta, and the freak Javon Curse coming out of that one.
Curse was a freak, dude. That guy was unbelievable.
Not as good of a nickname as Megatron, in my opinion. But drop a comment below. What's the better nickname?
Who's got the best nicknames? Big Dumper.
Big Dumper.
All right, there's Trey Tucker.
Trey Tucker, shiny one.
I'll sleeve these as you go.
What would you say that's called?
That's a Pandora. Silver Pandora, maybe.
I do like the Pandora. Steve Spurrier in the house. Don't see that every day.
Throwing back the old time coaches.
Yep.
Gosh, that was an exciting little hit on the Calvin.
If you're frustrated with me ripping wax, I apologize. It's because I don't do it.
There you go.
But
there's your mem card.
Savion Williams mem card. Now, technically, there's still an auto that we're looking for here.
That's true.
Because we got the Color Blast, but we're still looking for an auto.
You've already done something I don't think I've ever done, which is even pay for a single box since I've been making these videos. So
I know, that's why I said we were going to get slaughtered, because that's really what you need to. But like Teapot said, I mean, it's nostalgia.
Yeah. I will say,
entertainment budget, if you will.
And you could argue that opening sealed wax isn't a strategy, which generally it's not advisable to like profit. But if you are going to rip wax and you have a deeper budget, buying an entire sealed case so that you guarantee that you hit the case hit is the better way to go.
And you wouldn't think so when you look at the price of the sealed case, but you're absolutely right. Yeah. Colston Loveland rookie, R.J. Harvey rookie, David Montgomery, Sam Darnold.
I'll take that R.J. Harvey out of there.
Okay.
The shiny stuff.
Oh yeah, because it's a Pandora. Whoops.
There we go.
See, there you go. Sorry about that. All right.
3 packs left. Still looking on that auto.
Yeah, the auto's coming.
Darnold.
Where is it?
Is Darnold good? Do you think he's good?
I think he's improved the way that someone should improve over the course of their career.
Yeah. So I'll tell you a strategy. I made a speculation video earlier this year, and I think one of the football strategies is to look for washed up former first round quarterbacks who are due for a change of scenery. Mm-hmm. And Darnold was one of those people that happened with. It happened with Baker Mayfield. It happened with Daniel Jones last year before he got hurt.
So it's a trend, right? So we look for trends, we look for patterns, and I think that's exactly what we need to be looking for next with some of this stuff. And
there you go. It's no Malik Willis, but we'll sleeve up the Jordan Love.
Jordan Love, Pandora, Luther Burden.
I love triggering Packers fans. Get triggered.
All right. Where's that auto, T-Bot? It's a redemption.
Ooh, okay.
Justin Fields. I was
not
excited about that, but I was about to ask you if you think Justin Fields could be one of those regurgitated quarterbacks.
Oh man!
But this is a Mythical Materials Autographs Bronze Pandora.
Yeah,
Justin Fields. So
that's a jersey auto.
Would you say? I would say that's kind of like That's a letdown, and it's kind of like a typical thing that will happen with a hobby box.
It can. I mean, overall.
You're looking for a rookie auto, but you could get like a weird veteran one. But we got the color blast.
That's a beauty. I love me a good color blast.
And I know you may not know this off the top of your head, but the odds of a color blast.
Those are case hits.
So
That's a case hit. So I don't know how many boxes come in a case, but
could be 12.
It
could be 16,
could be 12 or
like
20 or I don't know.
Yeah.
But all right. Tell you what, you rip your other box.
Okay.
Rip your other box, and then I'll finish my boxes. That way we can just stay where we are. So I'll take these, I'm making a big old pile and mess over here on the floor. And
right. So the 2021 NBA draft class is what we're going into right now.
Yeah.
And I did believe that this was going to be a very, very impressive draft class back when it happened. And I think the price of the singles took a while to come down. And if I recall, Teapot, the production quality wasn't the best in terms of centering in this release. So 2021 was a rough year.
One thing I like about fast break boxes, if you're going to rip, is it is more affordable, and actually you tend to have pretty good odds of getting some decent color. But we're looking for a lot of different players. We got, of course, Cade, Jalen Green, Şengün.
We got Evan Mobley. We got Scotty Barnes.
Who else do we have in here? I was looking at this earlier. There's some other guys
We're missing
too.
somebody pretty. You said Franz Wagner earlier.
Franz Wagner's in there. Yeah, so
very high performing.
We'll see some more too. I'm gonna move this back.
Okay, so Prism is a fun rip in my opinion.
Yep.
Yeah, you can see right off the bat the centering is just not the best on this release.
Well, that's a cool one. AD on
Anthony
the insert.
Davis, Rudy Gobert.
Flip it upside down.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to rotate. They got you with the rotation station. There's the AD, Gobert.
Keon Johnson, Pete Maravich, way off-centered. Jaden Springer.
Yeah, and then so you actually, I'll just show too. So one thing that people do is like in certain years they'll count these little dots like on the card. I know that was a big thing in some of the years. Is like those can be off-center.
Yeah, 2020
also,
is a good one to do.
The rookie card shield can be off-center. I don't have like this one. It can be like stamped off-center, and you'll notice it's offset. So there are a lot of centering considerations with Prism that can be.
That's a really good point about
really
the
tricky. So Prism this year, 2021, not a set. You could go to gemrate.com and look at the gem rate for that set for the different cards. It's not a year I would get too excited about buying
Kleber,
raw.
Kelly Oubre Jr., D'Angelo Russell, Michael Porter Jr.,
You got
Austin
some color
Reeves.
coming. Ooh, here's your auto. Bang.
Davion Mitchell. He was actually.
He was good for a minute.
Absolutely. He was a good prospect out of that draft. So sleeve him up.
Yep.
We have a John Wall.
Nice color match. Nice little collector card maybe for somebody who's although I will tell you, having lived in Louisville, people in Kentucky do not like to own anything red in their lives. If they are Kentucky fans, there's a Mobley.
Yeah.
And they don't like to own anything blue if they are Louisville fans.
No, the Mobley, the centering there. I mean, look at that's god awful.
That's like
I don't know if you can see.
That's like
here.
95.5.
Yeah, that's really bad.
Oh gosh, that's really bad. Yep.
That's still Evan Mobley, rookie.
Oh, and a Reeves, yeah. All right.
So we got our auto. So now we're just hoping for some serial numbered stuff or a case hit, obviously. But
that's cool.
Kyrie Irving.
Prismatic insert.
Very cool.
I don't think those are particularly rare, but it looks cool. The little
Marcus Smart. Shine. I'm horrible at what is
this is a disc. This is
disco.
called. They call it a fast break parallel, but it's a disco pattern. Disco prismatic effect.
Corey Kispert headband rookie.
Headband Corey Kispert. Now, were you expecting the breakout that we kind of saw from Cade coming into this year?
No, I'm very pleasantly surprised.
Yeah.
I just didn't think he would be as much of a scorer. I thought he would be more of a facilitator, but it's really nice to see him be like that alpha.
Yeah, he's come into his own, for sure.
I mean, clearly the best player out of that draft class, which is what you want, obviously, when you have the number one
pick.
You
got a couple. These should both be numbered,
These
I think.
These are cool.
There's
Yusuf
a Nurkic. That's numbered to 50.
50, that's a good one.
See what I mean by, that's not the name you want. If you're dropping to, I think this was 300. This box was 300.
And this is Marcus Morris Sr. out of 75.
Out of 75.
So a 50 and a 75. Greatest player of all time right here. Irvin Magic Johnson. Not worth anything, unfortunately, but went to the greatest college ever, right, Teapot?
I won't argue with you on that.
All right.
I don't know if he's the greatest player of all time.
Might get
He's up
flamed
there.
in the comments
He's
for
up
that, but
there.
that's okay. I'll throw it out there.
Yeah.
Onyeka Okongwu, Brandon Ingram, Harrison Barnes, Montrezl Harrell, Sadiq Bey, and we have Jokic Fireworks.
Yep.
Ayo
Ooh,
Dosunmu.
that's a guy who had some buzz for a minute.
did.
He's kind of the Bulls equivalent of Sekou Doumbouya.
Yes, he did play very well for a couple of years.
Well, he played anyway.
Yeah.
I don't know how well he played.
He's more of a
but he played.
defensive stopper. Not really the kind of player that the hobby would love.
Yeah.
Unless you're Jose Alvarado. Drew Holiday. Marvin Bagley. Buddy Hield. Bogdan. We got a
Kyrie.
James Harden.
Oh, Harden. There's
And
a
Facundo Campazzo.
Facundo Campazzo.
Yes.
Yeah. And there's some more. This is another numbered one. This is going to be numbered to 150. So, I mean, like I said, you're getting colored, numbered color out of here.
Not the names you want, like you said earlier, but
Yeah.
maybe this will piece back together. How much did you say
If this
was?
had been a Cade, it would have
you
been
say
a very good
500
card.
for
No,
this?
300.
300. Okay.
300.
Not as bad
300.
as
Let's
I
see what a Cade. Let's see what a Cade Fast Break Prism Blue does. You can keep going.
Now, most people would be like, well, Paul, you're having fun. You're with your friend Teapot. You're ripping wax, and you're going to make your money back, maybe. But, I mean, I would argue that I would have just as much fun with Teapot if I was buying singles with him. But that's okay.
All right, so, yeah, here's the Cade. And this would have been 1,400 in a PSA 10 if it had been that. Or, I guess, most recently, 233 if that had been a Cade. So that would have...
That's a beautiful Cade card.
a nice little color match. But instead it was Campazzo.
Yep, that's right. Bones Highland, base rookie, completely off center.
Yep.
Probably
I think all of them have been. It's
5
terrible.
cent card.
Yeah. No bones about that.
Nice pun.
Ooh.
Jay Sean Tate, Paul Millsap, Ty Jerome, Markel Fultz, former #1 overall pick.
Yeah, dude, the yips got him.
James Bouknight. Got the horizontal design there that they throw in at you.
Yeah, that's super weird for like a... Is that the variation? That might be an image. It is. Oh, look at see? Know my
Love
stuff.
it. Now that's
Rookie
cool.
variations.
This is what we were talking about a minute ago. When they put it on the back, it makes it a lot easier.
Yes, it does.
Karl Malone, Tim Duncan, Chris Duarte.
Yeah.
You know, I met Karl Malone once.
Did you?
I had Karl Malone's cell phone number. And all my
I don't want to
friends-
know why.
All my friends tried to get it from me, and I wouldn't let them have it because I knew they were going to prank him.
Yeah.
I worked in the WNBA, and I worked with his daughter, Cheryl Ford. And he wanted to come to one of our games one time. Kelly Olynyk, OG Anunoby, Trey Murphy
There you
III, silver.
Silver.
See, again, the difference between the base and the silver when
Oh,
you're
yeah.
ripping,
The shine is...
very cool.
Shine's critical.
The Admiral David Robinson, that could be kind of a cool
That's sick.
serial numbered out of 150. That's a nice one right
It's a
there.
few bucks, I would guess.
One of my favorite players growing up.
Oh, yeah.
Had the Hoops 1989 holding up the jersey at the press conference rookie card.
Yep. Different days.
Yeah. All
The
right.
last patch got you stuck.
Yeah, I'm not good at this.
This one's... There you go. There you go.
Nick
Get
Claxton.
a gold. Let's get a gold.
Aaron Neesmith. Torian Prince. Desmond Bain. Paul George. Giannis.
All right.
Insert. Evan Fournier. Wilt the Stilt. And your favorite player of all time, Neemias Queta.
Yeah.
Kita.
Neemias Queta. Kita.
I'm
Nobody
like
really
Jeff
knows.
with the pronunciations.
Fournier.
All right. That
Evan
was fun,
Fournier.
man. So,
Yeah.
okay, just let's do a quick recap then.
Well, I got to rip mine still, but we'll recap at the
I'm
end.
Like, forget about yours.
Yeah,
I
forget
wanna
about mine.
recap
So we're still like 75%
We're
through the
halfway
video.
there.
We're more than halfway, but I will. I'm gonna blitz through these. Hopefully you're enjoying this. And
just Calvin Johnson Color Blast.
Yep. I'm gonna go through here. A little Mosaic out of 2024-25. Bang. All right, packs are all in there kind of crooked and weird. All right. I don't know why they can be bothered to have some of them with the inserts in the box, like we saw here. And then like some of them just, the packs just fly around all over.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem great for
No.
QC, but what do I know? All right, Gafford, DeAndre, AD, cool picture on the AD. There's a Kobe White. There's a blue reactive Jabari Smith. That's a cool Thunder Road Giannis. And a Tijan Saloon and Tristan da Silva.
So unfortunately, this is kind of a weaker rookie class. This is your Risa Shea.
It is. It is.
Sar.
And that's why a few of these boxes were kind of reasonably priced and available. Yeah, the draft class has not worked out so far. Amen Thompson. He and his brother are good, not from this draft class. There's a silver. So in Mosaic, you have silvers that look like this, and then you have the Mosaic. This is a blue reactive Giannis. There is a Saloon blue reactive. There's a Bub Carrington green Jam Masters with the big head. Some people like those. Some people think they're ridiculous. There's a second-year Wemby City Edition.
Is the Jam Masters
there's a Sar rookie.
An insert or like
it's an insert.
Okay.
Yeah, it's an insert. It is an insert. All right. There we go. Agbaji. Mathurin. There's a blue reactive. Ooh, that's cool. I think that's numbered. That's a Steph. That's a Steph Curry. Epic Performers. I think that's called a purple fluorescent. Numbered to 175. Numbered 96 of 175. Nice little purple.
I would say that is a great card to get in a box like this.
Not too bad. Getting a purple T-Mac would be cool with the Raptors. But yeah, to get a numbered Steph out of a mega box, you can't really.
You can do a lot worse.
You can do a lot worse, and we have. There's a Sohan. All right. That's a Collier, and that is not, I don't know if that's going to be numbered. That is not numbered. I think that may be what they call it. Oh, no. Dude, that's a Genesis. I think that's a Genesis.
Great looking card.
I think that is a Genesis, which is actually a case hit. I'm going to have to look that up in a second here. Because the yellow's throwing me off, but that must just be what they did for the Jazz, because that is definitely the blue Genesis background. Yeah, sleeve that up if you don't mind. So we may have just hit the case hits. There's a Sasser Blue, Ryan Dunn. There's a Jam Masters Jaw, Ryan Dunn, KJ Sampson. All right, let's check this out. That certainly is a Genesis. There it is.
That's big.
Yeah, that's big. And if I had wanted to, I could have used the, whoops, go back, sorry. Could have used the new raw scanning that we're still testing. And it popped it right up. There it is, top match. And you would just tap on it. So that's what's coming. We're already out to you on Market Movers. You got to try it out. That's cool. I mean, not the biggest name, but hitting a Genesis is really cool. Those are very desirable amongst collectors. People really like the Genesis parallels. I remember a few years ago, I think Ryan Card Collector 2 did like a complete set of Genesis. Here you go. Is that another numbered purple fluorescent Zach LaVine? Numbered to 249. That's weird. So the Steph wasn't the Steph to 175?
Yeah.
Panini. Don't do that. Don't do different numbers for the same color. Nobody wants that. There's Zubats, Carrington. You know, if I were like picking a product actually to like rip with my kids, this would be up.
Yeah, Mosaic.
Because there's a ton of color. There's a ton of color. They like the shiny stuff. You know, they get excited about that. Oh, there's one more pack. Almost threw a pack overboard. Watch this one have an absolute nuke.
Number 77.
Playing that K-pop Demon Hunter song out in the store, and it's going to be stuck in my head for a year. Peyton Watson. There's a Grady. Shaquille O'Neal. That's cool. Blue reactive. Rizache. And Topic and Sar.
Number one and number
Yep.
2 overall.
That's right. That's right. And a Shaq. All right.
Shaq. Color match.
That wasn't a bad box, that would have been a fun, fun
Yeah.
rip again. Now, I will say.
But I mean, sorry to interrupt you, just to like put this in perspective, you got a case hit.
Yeah.
And it was valued at $30.
Yeah, like 25,
So
$30.
that is like the value proposition with ripping wax.
It can be tough. You got to hit the right name and the right card.
Yeah.
And the value is distributed disproportionately. You hit the big one, it can be a big payday. But
Yeah.
I've got 2 of these because these were very cheap. And I was surprised by the price. I think they had these at like $35 here in the store. And select mega boxes can give you, I've hit the best cards I've ever pulled were out of select mega boxes. So.
Wow, that's a big statement there.
Yeah.
What year were those?
I've hit golds. I've hit, my son pulled a white Wemby that we sold for like $850 out of a select mega. So this is 2024. Tyson, Franz Wagner, and there is that's an Evan Mobley. So this is not the 2021 product with the rookies that we mentioned earlier with Mobley and Franz, but
Mobley 4th year card.
Yeah, bang, quickly. So this is the other weird thing. Okay, I would love someday for somebody at Panini to explain this. So for retail, they made them blue by default, except for these like mezzanine level, or is this mezzanine? Yeah, mezzanine level. These are not. They're just the regular chromium stock. Every other level in the select retail is blue. Figure that out.
Super confusing.
There's like a tricolor or multicolor Darius Garland, DeJounte Murray on the blue ice. Again, this is one that like, if your kids like to collect color, if they like to trade and build their binders out and trade at school and stuff, and you want to give them a birthday gift or something, like, I think select is a fun rip from a retail perspective. There's a Julius Randle on the silver and a Keldon Johnson on the blue ice. But yeah, I think I've hit 2 different golds over basically any time that my kids are like have a birthday or something and I usually get select because you get some color and some shine out of it. Jalen Wells and Chris Paul on the blue ice. So really what I'm looking for out of these is, it's not the rookies. Again, this was last year's 24-25. It's not the rookies. I'm looking for like LeBron, Steph, Luka, Giannis, like the bigger names.
Low serial numbered.
That's cool. Green SAR. So this is what drives me crazy. That's clearly green, right?
Mm-hmm.
Unless something's changed in my eyes, that's green, and yet normally greens are numbered to 5. This is not numbered. In select, green base cards are numbered to 5, but apparently this select certified. There's a Giannis, just a regular blue. I don't know. They call these blue silvers, blue prisms, and a Jalen Tyson. But usually you're getting a lot of rookies out of select. You're getting a lot of top veterans. They got all the different levels. The investability of it isn't great in my opinion, long term, but the short term proposition is decent. There's a Beal. Bradley Beal. That guy fell off quick.
Yeah.
Like he went from like one of the top
players.
buckets in basketball to like obsolete.
Yep.
Happens fast. Harden. And Castle.
Harden
that's
went
a
almost
decent card.
obsolete back to one of the best players in basketball.
This is a decent card. Stephon Castle, blue ice. That's not a bad one to hit.
And Castle might be the best player. I think if I had to make a prediction, is the best hobby player out of that draft class.
Yeah.
Castle.
Yeah.
And he did win Rookie of the Year. So
Reed Shepherd. There's an OG and a Brandon Ingram on the blue ice.
So would you classify Select as more of a collector product with all the different
I would classify
subsets?
Select as a hype product. Like it's the short term, because you get all the color. It's kind of I hate to say it, it's kind of the fake rarity. It's technically it can be rare, but then you look across some 160 different parallels across all the levels, and any given player can have anywhere from like 10 to 25 one-of-ones in the product, and so it's a bit goofy.
I classify it as the confusing product.
It is confusing. It's watered down. Early years Select, 2018 and earlier Select, absolutely amazing.
That was amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. Like I love those years. And the designs were so good. 2018 Select, any of the early years Select, football and basketball, so good. All right. I'm going to select this pack as my first victim. So that's the one thing too with some of these like retail products. You rip like, give me like 8 cards per pack and cut the number of packs in half. I don't need to sit and rip for 9. I guess the kids like to open them, but there's a Keldon Johnson Blue Ice. I'm not even going to sort them. I'm just going to go.
The packs were thicker when we were growing up.
Yeah, I think so at least. Sometimes. Anthony Edwards, Jaylen Brown, Jalen Green Silver, and there's a Reed Shepherd Blue Ice. What do you think about people? What do you think about the MVP race in the NBA this year? Like people saying it should be Jaylen Brown.
I mean, I'm a Wemby guy.
You think Wemby's the MVP?
I think Wemby is.
I think that guy's the MVP.
Probably the MVP. I don't think he'll get the votes that Shea will get. I think I could see the argument for Jaylen Brown, but I think sometimes it's weighted too heavily on factors like, oh, well, he had to win without Tatum. I think it should just come down to who's the most dominant player.
Do you think it's the best player on the best team or just the best player?
I think it has to be more weighted to the best player, but there has to be some weight given to the win-loss record.
Team success.
Yeah, team success.
Usually I feel like that's kind of the deciding factor, and that's why Shea sort of has the leg up. If the Nuggets were out ripping out in front, by a landslide, then I think Jokic would win it.
My vote's for Wemby.
Do you think Wemby is the best player in the NBA right now?
I think he is right now. I mean, especially if you break it down to stats per minute.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
That's a cool stat. I kind of like
cool.
that.
And then you have to, and what he's capable of doing on any given night, and just his game, how well-rounded it is, how young he is.
Yeah. Well, that's why I would argue. I mean, I think if you were doing a draft of every player in the league to start a team, Wemby would be at number 1, hands down. I still think Jokic and Shea are probably at the top, and then I throw Wemby and Giannis at the next very close tier below that. There's a Topic.
Where do you put Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards, to me, is in the same class as like Cade. They're different players. Cade's a much better facilitator, but they're both number 1s on a team and leaders. I just think their overall skill sets aren't quite as diverse as those other guys, and they're not as consistent. What's weird with Ant-Man is that he's gotten much better at shooting the 3 and shot more 3s, and since then I feel like his popularity has waned because he doesn't take. I think people liked the mid game. There's a Harden. All right, nothing really in that box. So select
was a turd.
Select let me down. All right, we got 2 boxes left.
Okay, Prism Mega.
And then I got a kind of sneaky, I don't know, technically it said hobby, but I think it's kind of a hybrid, so.
How many Shadur Sanderses will be in
Look at this. Look at this box.
Come on. In what world does that make sense?
This is like buying it's like a box of Cheez-Its, and you get in there and it's just this little.
Cheez-It.
Yeah. White cheddar.
That's a lot of waste.
That's a lot of white cheddar in there.
By no means am like
we're looking
the most environmentally friendly person, but I mean the hobby is pretty bad about stuff.
Yeah, Dan Fouts, Aaron Glenn, Kyle McCord, Fractal. Ooh, that's nice.
Is that a silver?
That's a silver. Silver Jared Goff, Mike Evans. Shout out Cardboard Adventures. All right.
Of the 49ers now.
Yep. It's kind of sad in my opinion. There's a pink Saquon Barkley and a pink Cam Ward rookie gear.
Hey.
That's probably going to be
not from
anything, but we'll see. Not even the enclosed authentic memorabilia is not from any specific game or event. See, they shifted their verbiage to just basically be like, we're not really sure what this is from, and we're definitely not going to commit to telling you. Because they knew I was onto them. They knew I was onto them, Paul.
You were onto them.
First they went player worn on us. Then they went not from any specific player, game, or event. And now they're just like, we don't really know.
This is from the team store, is what I should say.
This is my guy.
Yeah.
This is my guy. Straight out of West Michigan. Best possession jump ball receiver in football. I said it. Tez Johnson. Guy's a
That's high praise for Isaac Tesla. But I agree. He's,
I got his
he's
jersey.
a great player.
dude. He can catch anything.
Yeah.
And he did. He had like 13 catches with like 8 touchdowns.
Great draft pick.
Yeah. There were people talking about, oh, they should trade him for. So I'm like, do not trade him. Xavier Worthy, pink. Ty Felton on the pink. Peppers. I used to seeing Peppers in Bears. Peppers was a beast.
North Carolina dual star. So we
gosh,
saw
he was
Matthew
insane.
Stafford at the top of that pack. He's kind of got him. He's a weird hobby guy.
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't know where he's going to settle in, and once he hangs it up, like where people are going to think of him.
Yeah, it's just not easy to invest in Matthew Stafford cards and make money on them. As good as he is.
Yeah, I agree.
He doesn't have that many investable cards. And
Yeah, it's true. It's true. Harvey, that's a cool. Ray Lewis, almost kind of color match, pink. Not quite. I don't know how Ray would feel about having pink on his card. There's a Loveland. That guy is a beast.
He is, unfortunately.
So I was laughing when the Bears drafted Loveland over Tyler Warren, because I was like, Warren's the best tight end. Both of these guys are absolutely. Loveland was massive for them in their late season success last year.
He's very good.
Massive, massive. So okay, I have one little box left here. Maybe you didn't even see it sitting there.
Nope.
This technically was listed as a hobby box. This is going to be really quick. 6 cards inside, 1 box.
Well, then shouldn't I open it?
This was
That was hobby.
It's Tmall. It's China. It's from China. It's the
Oh, okay.
Tmall exclusive. So this was like $109.
Oh, that's not.
6 cards. That's why I was like, well, I needed to fill with something. Otherwise, we've been sitting here opening.
It has 1 pack.
Yeah, look at that. There you go. Nice and secure.
1 thick pack.
Nice looking little pack. Nice and shiny.
The black pack makes you feel special.
It does. I feel very special right now. Boom. Spectra's kind of definitely a collector set.
What year was this again, T-Bot?
This is 21-22.
Okay.
Yeah. They're Usman Garuba.
This is he's a Spanish player actually. He played professionally in Spain.
Yeah, you spent some time over there.
This is Cade's year.
This is Cade's year.
Yep.
Wendell Carter Jr. Oh,
Thick boy.
I think I just saw what that said. I did. Let's just go for
It's
it.
a thick auto.
Bang.
Ooh, Zeke.
That is a Isaiah Thomas Spectra Retrospect.
What
Auto.
a great card.
Yeah, it is a sticker auto.
Cool signature.
It's a 1-of-1.
One of
I
one.
thought it was a Nebula. I may have just won. on the last retail box.
Well, it should have been my box.
Oh,
Remember? We just said it should have been my box.
hobby. Oh my gosh. So we hit a Calvin Johnson Lions Color Blast,
The Detroit
and a Detroit
boys.
Pistons 1-of-1 Isaiah Thomas. Oh man.
Teapot and I are both from...
I think that's a nebula. I think that's considered a nebula. And I was looking at it. Oh my, that's a banger, dude.
I'd offer to sleeve it up for you, but it's thick.
It's thick. We're just gonna let it sit safely there. I'm gonna put the Wendell Carter there. Steve Nash.
This is the first time I've ever seen a 1-of-1 like this in person.
In person.
Yeah,
That's the first 1-of-1 I've ever pulled in my life.
that's amazing.
Jeremy Grant.
You're welcome
Yep.
for sitting next to me.
For sitting next to me and for not insisting. There's an Austin Reeves too, by the way.
Yeah, what
Is
if
that a
I would have
green?
demanded
to
open
That
this?
is my hobby box. So, okay, well,
I'm happy with the
you don't have to go
Megatron.
through everything here, but like the 2 big hits here. Repping the D. I've never had any like this.
amazing.
I'm gonna have to drag you back down here for another time of this. This is amazing. Look at
I'll
Rob right on cue.
count me in. This was fun, and can't wait to see the title of this video.
Yeah,
Bad Boys plus Megatron equals
some algebraic formula.
not
Look at
getting
that.
slaughtered ripping wax.
All right, well, let us know. I guess we'll have the values on screen. I have to think this is the biggest card. But this was like what did we say, 230, 220,
Yeah,
something
220
like that?
I think is what your app said.
A Nebula Auto 1-of-1 IT has to be more than that. So
I mean, one of the top
these are bangers.
4 point guards of all time.
These are bangers. In spite of that, so we each spent, I said $540 on each of them. I don't think you totally made your money back because this was kind of the big one.
I think I got killed on the Prism.
This, I have to imagine, is at least 500. Nebulas out of other products aren't always, they're not like Prism nebulas, but
I want to throw one thing
Bang.
out there because we talk about like making our money back, we do have to include like basically a 13% drop off.
You do.
Off of a marketplace of your choice.
Yeah, probably 15 to 20 and then include the time that you have to spend. I mean, that's why a lot of people do bring stuff into Cards HQ to sell here as well. Is like just from a time perspective, you're either going to get 70% cash, which is a 30% margin, or 20% store credit if you want to go that route. But in any event, I just noticed. What the heck? This Colston Loveland has like that was like a water droplet.
And then the other thing about ripping wax teapot is that like in a different day and age where the grading turnaround time isn't so long, in theory we could have maybe selected 2 or 3 out of this entire group to maybe grade. There
might be some grading candidates in here, but it was fun. Oh, we hit the Genesis too. Forgot about that. You hit the Justin Fields Redemption auto. So I have done much worse. I will tell you that. This was probably the best we've ever done. Very exciting. Thanks for being here, Paul. And if you want to check out Market Movers, go to marketmoversapp.com. Use that promo code DIVE to save 20% and get 14 days free. Try out the image recognition. Try out the new version of the app. Go check out the Sports Card Strategy Show, nooffseason.com. And until next time, thanks so much for watching. Happy investing. Keep on collecting and make sure to have fun.